On a restless, dark night, Sara was alone in her small house. The silence of the night was broken by an eerie noise originating from beneath her stairs. It was a sound that suggested the crunch of footsteps and the creaking of something moving on the dry, slick surface of her humble abode. It was a sound that sent chills down her spine and made her heart pound in her chest. Sara, a woman of courage, found herself gripped by an inexplicable fear. The mere walls of her house seemed to close in on her, the area near her stairs becoming a realm she dared not venture. Yet she couldn't ignore the unsettling noises that echoed through the silent night. She knew she had to face whatever was causing the disturbance. Would she dare to expose herself to the potential danger lurking beneath her stairs? As Sara fell asleep for the first time that night, something began to stir beneath the stairs. A subtle rustling at first, like the whisper of wind through dry leaves. Then the movement morphed, growing in intensity, gaining momentum. It was as if an entity, a terrifying creature, was rousing from a slumber, preparing to embark on a journey. Its destination, Sara's petite house. This entity, whatever it was, started slow, as though testing the boundaries of its confinement. But then it began to accelerate, not in the manner you'd expect from a creature of flesh and bone, no. This was an unnatural quickening, a chilling crescendo of motion that seemed to defy the very laws of physics. It was as if the darkness beneath the stairs had taken a life of its own, a sinister life that now set its sights on Sara. Awakening from her sleep, Sara lay in the pitch-black room, her heart pounding like a drum in her chest. A cold realization washed over her. She was not alone. Fear, raw and unfiltered, gripped her. It was as if every childhood nightmare had come to life. Every horror tale she'd ever heard was unfolding right there in her home. With adrenaline fueling her actions, Sara sprung from her bed, her bare feet hitting the cold floor as she dashed towards the bedroom door. But just as she reached for the handle, the lights in her house flickered and died, plunging her into an abyss of darkness. Panic surged through her as she fumbled with the lock, her hands trembling, her breath coming in ragged gasps. All the while the fear gnawed at her. Was the creature coming for her? In the engulfing darkness, Sara was left trembling, wondering if the terrifying creature was still lurking beneath her stairs. Sara waited until morning, yet heard nothing more. The eerie silence hung heavy in the air, the echoes of the night's terror slowly fading away. As the first rays of sunlight pierced the inky darkness, Sara was left to ponder the events of the previous night. Was there truly a terrifying creature lurking beneath her stairs? Or was it all just a figment of her overactive imagination, a result of the enveloping darkness and her solitude? The sounds she heard, the steps, the shuffling on the rough surface, were they real or just the product of her fear-infused mind? The house seemed to hold its breath, its secrets locked away beneath the creaking stairs. The large switch hidden in the shadowy depths held a silent promise of revealing the truth. Yet it remained untouched, its secrets hidden away, much like the fear that now resided deep within Sara's heart. The fear of the unknown can be more terrifying than any tangible threat. The unseen, the unheard, that which lurks in the shadows, these are the things that truly haunt us. And for Sara, the unanswered questions were the most haunting of all. What was that noise? Why did it stop? Was it waiting for another chance? Another dark and restless night to make its presence known? Perhaps the most terrifying question of all was whether she was truly alone. Was her small house still her sanctuary, or had it become a playground for the unseen horrors of the night? The fear was not of the creature itself, but of the uncertainty, the not knowing. It's the possibility that lingers, the fear that remains even when the sun is high and the world is bathed in light. And so the small house stood silent, a testament to the lingering fear of the unknown. The stairs creaked, the walls whispered, and Sara listened, her heart pounding in her chest. These questions remained unanswered, and Sara lived forever with the fear of that night in her small house.